Oh well, here we go. Yeah. Hello everyone, and we are finally here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway here at Nashville, Tennessee. This is it. This is the official start of the 2023 season of the PSRLA Cup Series. This is the start of the Chick-Fil-A Derby here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Hello everyone, this is Sergio Alonso speaking from the booth here, live from Nashville, Tennessee, and we are here for the Chick-Fil-A Derby. You know, the exhibition race, just like the Clash at the Coliseum, but this time we are doing it here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. So there we are. So what we're going to do right now here is that we are going to have the heat races. So this is the very first day of the this is the first day of the series, the first day of the event, and we are looking forward on what we are about to do here. So, well, here we go. So we will actually have the field split into 4 heats, 9 cars from each heat, and here it is. We're going to have top 4 from each heat will advance to the main event, while we're going to have the last chance qualifying race for the remaining 5 who didn't make it through the main event, and we will have 2 LCQ races, and from each of those races, only the top 2 will qualify to the main event. So this is it, the first heat. So the drivers that we have here from the seedings, from the top 4, from the pre-season Hunter. So Jonathan Carson. So we have Jonathan Carson, Tom Sloan, Eric Drew, Anthony Nicol, Matthew Hubert, Jason Lona, Josiah Robinson, Drew Webb, and Brandon Beal from out of all those the first cars in the field. So here we go. We'll start eventually. We will start the race. Here we go. So on the pole here is the number 4 of Matthew Hubert, alongside his teammate number 13 of Drew Webb. Meanwhile, the number 33 of Jonathan Carson, alongside Josiah Robinson. Row 3 sees Anthony Nicol and Brandon Bill in the number 71. Meanwhile, the number 18 suddenly blew his engine. Supposed to start at 7, but he blew his engine. It means he's out for the day. While starting 8 here is Jason Lona, and running out is the number 43 of Tom Sloan. As we are here for 20 laps for each heat. But here we go. Eric Drew's day is over. We will see him tomorrow for the last chance qualifying. But here it is. We will start the 20 laps of action here. Green flag now in the air here at Nashville Fairgrounds for the first heat. Matthew Hubert. As you can see, they're 1-2 with his teammate from Titan Fury Racing, Drew Webb, but looks like he's about to go. It's going to be passed by Jonathan Carson from the 33 for Daniel Balls Racing. As you can see, well, again, let us remind you, only the top 4 will go through the main event, while the rest of the 5 will go through the LCQ. Looks like Matthew Hubert is pulling away here. Yeah, Titan Pure Racing 1-2 here. Drew Webb currently comfortable in second. Josiah Robinson for DM Motorsports, and then looks like he's going to be passed by the 33 of Jonathan Carson. Meanwhile, the teammates for Able Motorsport are currently running 7 and 8, which is not good. Ryan Duran is incorporated Jason Lona in the number 41. Looks like he is sitting right there in 6th, about to be passed by Anthony Nicol. for 6th position. And as you can see, we have like 1.18 second lead for Matthew Hubert in the number 4. Meanwhile, Drew Webb, one of the rookie of the year contenders here, is currently running second. He is holding off Josiah Robinson for second. As you can see, they are all single file right now. There's nothing really bad happening here, so it's just the 8 car. It's currently just the 8 car field now since Eric Drew blew his engine prior to the start of the race. Meanwhile, we're already 6 laps complete. We're already in lap 7, but Josiah Robinson still waiting for a momentum force to pass for second. Looks like the middle lane is the. Looks like Josiah Robinson is about to pass Drew Webb, but no. Looks like Drew Webb holds the outside lane very well. Looks like the outside lane is really the place to be here in Nashville Fairgrounds. The inside lane is not really suitable for passing, but the outside lane should be good. Looks like we have the battle for 5th between Jason Lona and Brendan Bill. Brendan Bill for Checkered Flag Motorsports is currently way up there. He is waiting for the momentum to pass the number 33 of Jonathan Carrison. Currently, Jonathan Carrison holds the last transfer spot for the main event. As we are going through the halfway of the race, the number 13 here, Drew Webb, literally the Thailand Pure Racing are currently comfortable with 1-2 lead here. As you can see, Matthew Hubert currently have 2.72 second lead over his own teammate Drew Webb. The 13 of Drew Webb currently, yeah, he's actually the last drivers. He's the last full-time driver to be signed here in the 2023 PSRLA Cup Series. But I know he's going to do well here. But look at that, the number 4, Matthew Hubert, really comfortable with the lead that he has right now. 12 laps complete here. We are currently 8 to go. The number 49 of Josiah Robinson looks like he is comfortable in 3rd position right now. And Jonathan Carrison is the driver to look for, because he's currently on verge of being transferred to the last chance qualifying race, because Brandon Bill is really aggressive right there out of the corners. But looks like it's going to the inside, but I know inside is not the place to be here when you're here at Nashville Fairgrounds. The 49 of Josiah Robinson still attempting to go to the inside. Looks like he can. They're now side by side with the 49 at the 13 here. But Drew Webb holds the outside line. But no, looks like they almost made contact here. We're already 15 laps complete here. Only a 20 lap dash here. But Matthew Hubert is currently out of 3 and 4 here. There are 4 laps to go here in this race. But we still have to focus on the last transfer spot, which is currently being held by Jonathan Carrison. Jonathan Carrison. Looks like the Nashville Fairgrounds doesn't really have like really much passing. Like, it's basically over if you hold a pole position. But it's really good for Matthew Hubert, who is currently the leader here. We have 2 to go here at Nashville Fairgrounds for the first heat. Matthew Hubert here, really comfortable with the lead that he have. As we're going now for the final lap of the first heat of the Chick-Fil-A Derby here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Matthew Hubert really have the really huge lead here. Are we going to see this at the next heat races? Well, let's see. Out of turns 3 and 4, Matthew Hubert wins the first heat, and he will go through the main event along with Drew Webb. Sheesh, man! What in the world? What an insane finish here. Well, but both Drew Webb and the 49 Josiah Robinson made it through. But why in the world they wrecked in the very final lap? The last transfer spot goes to the 33 of Jonathan Carrison. But really insane finish here. Oh my goodness. Well, as you can see here, well, Matthew Hubert wins the race. Drew Webb and Jonathan Carrison, sorry. Yeah. Josiah Robinson and Jonathan Carrison are the drivers that will go through the main event, while Brandon Beal, Jason Lona, Tom Sloan, Anthony Nicol, and Eric Drew will have to go through the last chance qualifying race for the last 4 slots in the heat races. But yeah, very insane finish here with the wreck between Drew Webb and Josiah Robinson that you caught on live. But here we go. Let's see the replay for that crash here. Well, as you can see here, the 49 of Josiah Robinson is going to the inside of Drew Webb, sorry. Drew Webb and Josiah Robinson made contact going to the line, but at least Drew Webb recognized second and Josiah Robinson recognized as third place. They will go through the main event here, but what a very insane crash here. But well, yeah, really insane race here. Like, it's really calm, like in the majority or the entirety of the race, but the final lap going to the line, like, what a crash that was. Like, I'm not sure what Drew Webb feels about that, but I know he's happy since he qualified to the main event. But you know, this is going to be really interesting if that was actually for the last transfer spot. But either way, we will be back here in the Nashville Fairgrounds for the Chick-Fil-A Derby for the heat number 2 of the race.
The BK $5 Your Way meal is here to make your choice easy and so tasty. Go straight to the Double Whopper Jr. with piping hot small fries, 4-piece crispy nuggets, and a refreshing small drink. Can you believe you get all this for only $5? The $5 Your Way meal, only at Burger King.
Jake from State Farm. What's good?
Oh, Patrick?
Nah, fam. Just your typical sneakerhead working here for the employee discount. But speaking of deals, I heard regular guys like me are getting the Patrick price. That can't be real, right?
Listen, State Farm offers rates that fit any budget. Even yours, typical sneakerhead.
Wow. Just anyone now?
Yeah.
Man, these just sold out then.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Here we go for the start of the second heat. We are back here for the broadcast from the 37 Network for the Chick-Fil-A Derby, but we are here for the second heat race. So we do have Roberto Brown Jr. starting on the pole here, and then Benny Moore in the 68. Row 2 we have Reggie Fogelman, and then the 5 of Eric Monaco. Then we do have Cole Raymond in the 24, and the 54 of Trey Smith. We do have the 20 of Alan Jefferson and the 55 of Aiden Johnson. And running out is the number 3 of Tanner Pardon. The pace car is already in here. So we will start the heat number 2 here for the Chick-Fil-A Derby. Green flag is now in the air for the 20-lap dash. The 37 of Roberto Brown Jr. actually cleared for the lead. Looks like Benny Moore will take second away from Reggie Fogelman, but looks like Fogelman still side by side with Benny Moore. They almost made contact here. just like what happened between Drew Webb and Josiah Robinson. But Benny Moore is right here. Looks like Cole Raymond, Trey Smith, and Aiden Johnson are being held up right there, because I don't know why in the world they slowed down out of 3 and 4. But as you can see, Roberto Crown Jr. is currently pulling away, just like what Matthew Hubert did. He actually pulled away from the rest of the pack here with a huge lead. But here we go. The 68 Benny Moore cleared Eric Monaco, which is currently on third. He actually passed Reggie Poggeman for the third position, while the last transfer spot is currently being held by Reggie Fogelman. Reggie Fogelman from Riverton Hartman Racing, currently holding up the last transfer spot here, with Cole Raymond trying to chase the number 2. Just like the first heat race, I think it's going to be interesting in any way, with the number 55 currently in last place with Aiden Johnson. Is that? Yeah, Aiden Johnson in the 55. Alan Jefferson for Minardi Racing, owned by Mark Guerrero. Well, they're still side by side here, but that was for 88th position. But looks like the 55 of Aiden Johnson will take 8. But yeah, the focus here right now is Roberto Crown Jr. clearing Benny Moore from the first lap. Like, though the outside lane is the place to be, but on the very first lap, it is the inside that actually have the advantage. But with Reggie Fogelman actually started like third, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He started third, I think, but he fell to fourth, because Eric Monaco doing his job passing from the outside. Well, again, the inside is not the place to be here at Nashville Fairgrounds. But with the racing that we have here, I think the PSRLA will discuss on what will happen in this race. Will the Derby will be moved to another track, or will continue here at the Nashville Fairgrounds, or who knows, maybe it's going to be a regular fixture in every PSRLA season. Benny Moore and Roberto Crown Jr. currently pulling away, and looks like Eric Monaco is also pulling away. We're already 9 laps to go here in Nashville Fairgrounds. Cole Raymond, currently running 5th here, is currently trying to chase Reggie Fogelman for the last position. And side by side for 6th between Tanner Pardon and Trey Smith. Looks like Tanner Pardon will get it, but they're still side by side, and Trey Smith has the advantage. Yeah, he will have the advantage out there. But if they make contact, just like what happened between Drew Webb and Josiah Robinson, it's going to be interesting, because it will put out a caution. But yeah, the field is going to be 20. We're going to have the 20-lap field here in the main event. So looks like if we continue this way in the 80-lap race here, this is going to look like as if the race is boring. Though we all know this is just an exhibition event and not a points-paying race. But if this is the points-paying race, well, the PSRLA Cup Series would definitely scrap the racetrack from any of the schedule, as we are going here 4 to go here in the backstretch. Well, Roberto Crown Jr. dominates the race. He led every single lap here, as we are going to 3 to go. Will Reggie Fogelman hold on for the last transfer spot, or will Cole Raymond catch up into the number 2? Let's see here, as we are going out of 3 and 4 for Roberto Crown Jr. 2 to go here for the heat number 2. Looks like 2 of the Ribbleton Hartman Racing will going to advance to the main event. Well, a Dracman Racing Enterprise car of Eric Monaco is comfortable with the 3rd place he has right now. Here we go, white flag for the heat number 2 of the Chick-Fil-A Derby. Roberto Crown Jr. really comfortable, leading every single lap here. Out of 3 and 4 now, Roberto Crown Jr. will definitely win the heat number 2 of the Chick-Fil-A Derby. Benny Moore, Eric Monaco, and Reggie Fogelman will advance to the main event. Cole Raymond, Trey Smith, Aiden Johnson, Tanner Pardon, and Alan Jefferson will have to go through the LCQ if they want to race into the main event. But here we go. That's the race here. We do have the Roberto Crown Jr. winning the heat number 2, the number 37 for Checker Flag Motorsports, and then here we go. Benny Moore in the number 68, Eric Monaco for Dragon Racing Enterprises, and the last transfer spot goes to Reggie Fogelman. Then Cole Raymond, Trey Smith, Avery Johnson, Tara Pardon, and the number 20 of Alan Jefferson will have to go to the LCQ. That's what happened here. Roberto Crown Jr. and this is the 2nd heat race that we have, and so far both races we have the sports here leading every single lap. But let's see if the 3rd heat will do something interesting. We'll be right back for the heat number 3 of the Chick-Fil-A Derby here only at Nashville Fairgrounds, so stay tuned.
What's the biggest thing you've ever made?
The biggest thing I've ever made? Probably these nuts.
When Jimmy told me about D's nuts, I knew it was going to be huge.
When Jimmy first told me about D's nuts, I thought he was crazy.
I love these nuts.
Same.
I keep a pair on me at all times.
These nuts taste so good.
It's like this amazing peanut butter chocolate flavor.
Nut tap.
That's good nuts.
You have to try these nuts. Go to Feastables.com right now if you want some nuts in your mouth.
Here we go for the 3rd heat of the race here. So we do have here the number 99. Yeah, here we go. Sorry for the delay here. So we do have the number 99 of Samet Oskin on the pole alongside Ludovic Charette in the number 44. Then we have Tony Brady in the 00 and the 82 of Jonah Burridge. Meanwhile, Bradley Ream in the number 25 alongside Korab Shirastava in the number 95. Dale Johnson the 2nd alongside the 21 of Keith Drake, and then Landon Smith Jr. completes the field for the heat number 3. And here we go, green flag is back here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Looks like Ludovic Charette has the advantage in the outside. Samet Oskin doesn't have a good start here. Ludovic Charette will steal the lead away from Samet Oskin. Here you go. Looks like this race is finally going to be interesting here. Then we have the number 82 of Jonah Burridge actually made it through. And then Tony Brady in the 00 for Spark Sport. One of the 2 one-car teams here in the series, but let's see how he'll fare out along with other drivers. But Samet Oskin is trying to catch into the number 44 of Ludovic Charette. Then we have Jonah Burridge. Jonah Burridge trying to look for any way he can pass to the Samet Oskin. But at this stage, Samet Oskin, as he is running 2nd right now, he looks like he's going to complete the time and pure racing in the main event. Looks like they really performing really well here at the at the Chick-Fil-A Derby here at Nashville Fairgrounds. As we can see, like in the first heat, we do have the number 4 of Matthew Hubert and the 13 of Drew Webb, all finishing 1-2 for Tan and Pure Racing. Ludovic Charette from Quebec, Canada, currently holding the lead. Looks like they are trying to pull away here, but Tony Brady is being cashed up by Bradley Ream in the number 25. Bradley Ream currently holding right there, currently holding his breath as he is trying to look for any way he can pass Tony Brady. As currently fighting for second, Jonah Burridge trying to pass to the inside of Samadoskan, but Samadoskan holds on to the outside. Will he attempt again? No. Samadoskan clears Jonah Burridge for second. Meanwhile, Dale Johnson passed Keith Drake for 7th, but doesn't make any sense as the last transfer spot is currently at stake here. Johnny Burridge trying again, but he can't. But Bradley Ream has close. I think he's close enough into Tony Brady, and he has help from Purab Shuristava. Johnny Burridge looks like he's going out there to the outside. No, he's going to the inside of Samadoskan. He can't just yet, as we pass through halfway to the race. Here you go. Looks like at this rate, looks like the 44 of Ludovic Charette is pulling away from the pack. He has over 1 second lead from Samadoskan. As for third, Tony Brady. No way. Tony Brady couldn't able to catch into Johnny Burridge, so he will stay at fourth. But the last rubber spot battle is going on right now between Tony Brady and Bradley Ream. Bradley Ream currently trying to catch into the double zero at the back. Johnny Burridge still trying to pass for second. No, he can't. I thought Tony Brady. Oh my God! Samadoskan hits the outside wall, and now he's currently running pip, and now the last transfer spot goes to Bradley Ream. He overshot that corner in the turn 4, and he hit that outside wall really hard, and that affects his performance right now. He's currently running 5th. And the benefit goes to Bradley Ream as he passes very smooth. I think Samadoskan hit the wall because of the battle going on with the number 82 of Johnny Burridge. He is holding second there, and then he hit the outside wall. What a heartbreak for the number 99, as we are 16 laps complete. We have 4 to go here at Nashville Fairgrounds. As the number 99 of Samadoskan still continues to fall back here. What a heartbreaker. But Samadoskan will be on the last chance qualifying if he wants to qualify his way into the main event. Meanwhile, the number 82 of Johnny Burridge still comfortable with the lead that he has. Well, Samadoskan started on the pole, and then he fell way back, dead last. To go here at the heat number 3 here at the Chick-Fil-A Derby at the Nashville Fairgrounds. Looks like really interesting. What in the world? Final lap here. White flag now in the air for Ludovic Charette, as he is going to 3 more corners to go. Let's see here. Out of turns 3 and 4, Ludovic Charette wins the heat number 3 and will advance to the main event along with Johnny Burridge, Tony Brady, and Bradley Ream. What a heartbreaker for Samadoskan. He from pole to dead last. But let's see if he will make it through the last transfer spot from the last chance qualifying. As here you go, here's the result. Ludovic Charat wins the heat race number 3. Alongside that, it will go to the main event. Are Johnny Burridge in the 82 for Robertson Hartman Racing. Tony Brady and Bradley Ream, what a surprise after the 99 of Samet Hoskin hit the wall. And then we have Brad Shuristava, Dale Johnson II, Landon Smith Jr., Keith Drake, and then Samet Hoskin currently running right there. But that is really interesting. I know what I'm saying. I know that is interesting. Though Ludovic Charat lead every single lap here after Samet Hoskin winning the pole, then he got passed by Ludovic Charat, and then that's the race. And then out of all, while running second, Samet Hoskin hits the outside wall and fell way back. But let's see if there are way more interesting events in the last heat race and the last race for tonight, as we're going to continue the last chance qualifying races tomorrow alongside the main event. Stay tuned.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, just $12.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
People think betting is about what you know. It's also about who you're with. And with the WynnBET sports betting and casino app, you bet with Wynn.
Ben, look at this, look at this. New York plus 3.5 at home. They're 44 and 22.
Greg, we talked about this.
Hey! Hope you didn't bet on Boston. Shaq, did you bet on Boston?
I went with Greg on this one. He has a whole system. Big payout, big payout, big payout, big payout.
Ooh.
Greg, man.
Yes? What is the Greg system? I pick by color mostly.
Here we go. The last heat race for tonight. Here we go. So we have the number 26 of Krian Jimenez on the pole alongside Gary Carole for Dragon Racing Enterprises. Then we have the teammates Juan Abarca and Nathan Stapleton on row number 2. Then we do have Jackson Kelsey and 52 of Jaden Russell, and then Avery Alford, and then just another rookie by the name of Kyle Sharp and Angel Gutierrez. As the pace car is in, green flag now in the air for the last heat race. Looks like very aggressive one for Juan Abarca. Look, he almost made contact with Kirian Jimenez. Nathan Stapleton hits the outside wall here. That's gonna hurt his chance of qualifying to the main event. But he didn't hit. I think he didn't hit as hard as the number 99 earlier of Samet Hoskin from heat number 3. And we do have the first crash here. We have Jaden Russell and the number 1 of Avery Alford. Looks like for sure they may not qualify. We do have finally the first crash of the season and the first crash of the event. As Gary Carole holds on for the lead here. Kirian Jimenez currently running second, Juan Abarca, and at least Nathan Stapleton is actually back in the lead here. He's back in the last transfer spot. And Kyle Sharp in number 94 looks like he's slowed down. Does his car have any problem? I don't know why. Or I think it is actually the number 8 Jackson Kelsey is actually running pip going to the line. But Jaden Russell currently in the pit, he had a hard damage out there. And Avery Alford and the number 52 of Jaden Russell crashed here. here's the replay of what happened between Avery Alford and Jaden Russell here. So here's what happened between Avery Alford and Jaden Russell. So Jaden Russell is currently running outside wall. He hits the wall and made contact with the number 1. I think Avery Alford was nowhere to go. That's why look, it seems like he spun out the 52 of Jaden Russell. But good thing they both will be able to continue to the race. But this is just already like, this is just the 3rd lap and already chaos just happened. But we'll look again. We will look again for the replay. And here we go, the 52 of Jaden Russell and the 1 of Avery Alford. Yeah, Avery Alford was just nowhere to go, and that's how it seems like. Yeah, he spun the 52 of Jaden Russell. But anyways, here we go. But yeah, these drivers will be able to continue here. But looks like they will have a long discussion after the race. But here we go. Let's continue again. Yeah, let's continue the race again. Here we go. We'll be back here shortly after a little bit of messages.
Where's the Wellington? I'm getting nervous. Rachel.
Yes, chef.
Not tonight. I can't take anymore. I don't know where you are. Please, the duck. Yes, chef. Where's the cabbage? None of you are working as a team. Where's the lamb sauce?
Man,
I just need it.
this is the lamb.
Where's the lamb sauce?
And we are back here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway for the heat number 4 of the of the Chick-Fil-A Derby here at Nashville Fairgrounds. So the 52 of Jaden Russell officially 1 lap down. He will not qualify directly, but he will still have the chance at the LCQ race for tomorrow. So Gary Carole, Kirian Jimenez, Juan Abarca, and Nathan Stapleton currently have the last transfer spot. As a year ago, the pace car is already in here. Gary Carole will lead us to the green flag. We're back at green. 12 laps to go here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Juan Abarca being held up, I think. I think that's a bad idea. I think they're going 3 wide here. I thought they were going 3 wide for a second, I think. But Jackson Kelsey currently had the guts. Trying to the Gary Carole again. I think because he is a moving chicane, that's why Juan Abarca pushed him away. And 3 wide here, that's not a good place to be going 3 wide. But Juan Abarca and Nathan Stapleton currently have the last transfer spots here. Jackson Kelsey almost being turned by Kyle Sharp there. I think they're going very aggressive here, as Gary Carole for Dragon Racing Enterprise is pulling away in the number 50. The 26 of Kirian Jimenez currently in the comfort zone right now, as we do have a battle for the last transfer spot. Nathan Stapleton hits the wall again. This might affect him, as Jackson Kelsey trying to the inside. They almost crashed for a second there, but Kyle Sharp currently have the last transfer spot. Will there be anything interesting that is about to happen here? Juan Abarca currently on 3rd. Kyle Sharp currently having the last transfer spot. Nathan Stapleton and Jackson Kelsey trying to catch into the 94 of Kyle Sharp, as we do have 6 to go here. Here you go, very interesting out there. 5 to go as PSRLA. Here we go, call sharp to the inside of Wanda Barca. Will he be able to pass the number 75 for Other Island Motorsports? They are still side by side. This might be going to be interesting here. But let's see. He made it through to the inside. He made that work. Looks like Wanda Barca is currently in the hot seat right now, as he is right now in the last transfer spot here. And behind him is his teammate Nathan Stapleton. 3 laps to go here. Gary Carlay and Kirian Jimenez are cleared there. Looks like they're going to qualify directly here. 2 to go here for Gary Carlay. Wanda Barca and Nathan Stapleton, the teammates, are fighting over the last transfer spot. But let's see who will be victorious there going to the main event. As out of turn number 4, white flag is now in the air for Gary Carlay in the number 50 for Dracon Racing Enterprises. But the battle for the last transfer spot is on. But let's see who will make it through. Out of 3 and 4, Gary Carlay will win the heat number 4, and he will advance along with Kirian Jimenez, Carl Sharp, and Wanda Barca. This race is really interesting. I have no idea why in the world what just happened. But anyway, Gary Carlay wins the race here. Wins the heat number 4. Alongside it, that will also qualify to the main event are Kirian Jimenez, Carl Sharp, and Wanda Barca. And then going through the LCQ races are number 79 of Nathan Stapleton, the number 8 of Jackson Kelsey, the 45 of Angel Gutierrez, the number 1 of Avery Alford, and the 52 of Jaden Russell. Oh well, looks like really chaotic. I think this race is this heat race is the most chaotic out of all 4 that just happened. But Gary Carlay, though he did not start on the pole, wins, and Kirian Jimenez actually made it through. He consistently runs second there, and is really that consistent. For what I know, he is. So yeah, so that concludes the day here for the heat races. So we will see you tomorrow for the last qualifying race. Yeah, for the last qualifying race, that's for sure. Yeah, last chance qualifying races. So those will be 2, and will be so the groupings for the last qualifying race will be for the LCQ number 1 will have the for the remaining drivers from Heat 1 and Heat 3. Well, for the second last chance qualifying race will be for the drivers from Heat 2 and then from Heat 4. And from each last chance qualifying races, we do have 2 drivers from each race that will qualify to the main event. So that's what will happen. And of course, the main event for the Chick-Fil-A Derby, the 80-lap race Derby year, we will we will complete the 20 driver roster for the main event. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Matthew Hubert, Roberto Crown Jr., Ludovic Chabat, and Gary Carlay for winning the heat races. And we will see you guys again tomorrow for the last chance qualifying races and the main event.